right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful like Akim. Teaching and preaching this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. This is Akim Wasap, and this is an in transit that's entitled, They Called Unto Thee and Was Delivered. All right, and it's a precept from Psalms, I believe, the 22nd chapter, the 8th verse. And obviously, I'm going to quote it because I'm driving. But yeah, part of this truth is crying unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, and you can do so in the form of making your supplications, your prayers. All right, and sometimes your spirit will cry out as well. And that's one of the characteristics of the elect. They're going to cry unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai with those names, which the names are important as well. And I'm going to quote Isaiah 19, start from the 19th verse on down. And it speaks about how the Lord will set up an altar in the midst of the land of Egypt. And this should be for a sign and for a witness. And they shall cry unto Yahweh because of their oppressor. And he shall send them a savior and a great one and shall deliver them. So the prophecies speak about us crying. Not crying with physical tears, but just our cry here in Babylon the Great is deliverance. You know, with Esau, Edom ruling this place in wickedness, you know, we're not gonna love our lives unto death, as it is written, you know, because we're subject unto payments. All right, we earn wages to put in a bag with holes in it. All right, and also in James the 5th chapter, it speaks about how James 5, it speaks about how the servants is gonna rise up against them, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, and part of the cry is we want a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. We want the rulership of the Israelites to take place in the earth, starting with our Lord Yahushua, and that's when we're going to really live. All right, and be in a position of power and have substance, land. All right, we can really enjoy, you know, the earth. Because with Esau polluting it, you know, you're hearing about how he's approving lab-grown chicken, and there's places that's already selling it, which I believe that they've already been beta testing it out. But the point is, you know, our food is constantly defiled. You know what I mean? The air is constantly defiled. The water, pretty much everything here in this place is turned upside down. And in order for us to be in a position where in a position where, you know, we want to get deliverance, we got to cry out, man. And Ezekiel the 9th chapter, the 4th verse, it speaks about a mark of exemption upon the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst of this place. So if you're not you know, crying out against the wickedness and everything that's pretty much exalted here in this place, you're not in the right spirit. You know, every time you turn around, there's some type of new wickedness that's going on. You know, whether it's a trend, whether it's just these women being off the hook or the Jake man being bugged out. You know, it's just constantly, this place is constantly waxing worse and worse and worse. You know, that's why, bros, you know, we try to exercise, we try to eat right. You know, just to try to back off some of them chemicals and shit we've been eating all our lives here in Babylon. But going back to the title, they cried unto thee and was delivered. Going back to Psalms, the 22nd chapter. I want to say it's the 8th verse, if I'm not mistaken. Psalm 22 and 8. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick. Maybe I can pull this other phone out and read it. No, it's actually 22 and 5. And it's entitled, I mean, it reads, one second. 22 and 5. My bad, I'm trying to position this. I'm gonna just read this one verse and then we can get back to talk. This is Psalm 22 and 5. They cried unto thee, and obviously this will be the elect, all right? As I was mentioning in Ezekiel the 9th chapter, the 4th verse, there's a mark of exemption upon the foreheads on the men that sigh and that cry. And when you go into that word mark in that particular verse, it goes back to Thawa, which means an exemption of judgment. So those who are of the elect that have the exemption of judgment, they're going to sigh and cry, right? They cried unto thee. And of course, that's unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the true power, and were delivered. So a cry is associated with being delivered. Even when you read about the history that we went through in Egypt, you know, it speaks about how the children of Egypt cried because of the Egyptians, and the Lord had respect unto them and remember his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, so just like how there was a cry in ancient Egypt, and the Most High, you know, sent us Moses and began the beginning of the deliverance process. Well, here in this modern day Egypt, which is America, ruled by the Edomites, there's a cry here as well, right? We're speaking about all the ill dealings that Esau has done, and ultimately, through this gospel, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, it consists of Esau getting exposed. We read in Isaiah 47, it speaks about take the millstone and grind mill, uncover the locks, make bare the legs. So through this truth, Esau is going to get exposed. So a part of the cry is talking about Esau. Ezekiel 30, the 35th chapter says, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And shalom to the Akim on the comment board. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Brakathum. So to be in the right spirit, you got to have a cry against this place. Because if you're not crying against this place, you're not sighing because of the things that's going on, then that means you love it here. You comfortable. People that love Babylon the Great and love it here and love this society, they're going to take the MOTB, which is the RFID chip. You know, we saying it plain now, right? You know, if you love this place, you're going to end up taking that technology and doing whatever the hell Esau tell you to do. And as it is written in the prophecies, they that consent unto him or agree to his policies and his plans shall be had in derision, in a proverb or reproach, and trodden down underfoot. So you agree with these devils, that means you trust in them, and you gonna get destroyed, because the prophecy say Esau gonna get destroyed, and all those that's joined unto him is gonna get destroyed too. Though hand join the hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, as it is written, you know. But going back to that cry, you want to constantly, you know, make your prayers and supplications and yearn for a new rulership, man. Because bros, Esau, as it's written, Esau done wore off the saints of the Most High. Bros is broken down, whether it's by work or just by Babylon the Great. You know, this place give all kind of liberty and justice to evil and wicked people, to women, you know. So bros, you know, deal with particular things. But you know, aside from your cry, you gotta constantly be pushing the vibration in Israel. Because that's what the Lord's that's what the Lord delight in, pushing his work. What the Lord Yahweh Shai say to Peter, if you love me, feed my sheep and my lambs. You know, so part of you showing your love and your affection towards the Lord, you gotta go out and do the work. You know, and if you ain't a brother that go out and teach and preach, you know, you want to make sure you assist in the camp, you helping, you aid in somehow, some way. Because charity cover a multitude of sins. If you're charitable, you may not be a prophet. You know, you may not, like the brother Yawanathan, if he's still on the chat, his brother, he believe in the truth, he a believer, but he's not a teacher. You know, he's behind the camera and he's helping the brother Yawanathan. So if he enduring to the end, then he got a reward. He gonna receive a prophet's reward because he helped out a brother that's in the faith. You know, but going back to the cry, you know, you want to be sending your complaints about everything that you see that's off in this society, and then you want to be crying unto the Lord that he preserve you and keep you from temptation. You know, another prayer that you want to do is the Lord's Prayer in Matthew the 6th chapter. You know, it pretty much covers everything. You know, that's a daily prayer that you want to do. You know, you want to get in the spirit of constantly praying. You know, you're making your daily prayers, whether you're sending them up when you first wake up in the morning, you know what I mean, or all throughout the day. You want to make sure you establish that connection with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All the men of the Lord that you come across in the Bible, they all had a connection with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and the Lord was dealing with them. So you want to formulate your connection too. You know, however the Spirit has it, you know, you want to constantly, you know, pray. So I ain't going to draw it out. You know, this is just, you know, quick in transit. I'm just about at my location, and I wanted to put something up on wax. And once again, going back to the title, they cried unto thee and was delivered. So you want to make sure you're crying, you praying, you sending your supplications, and Lord willing, you know, these prophecies, what's the prophecies, man? We see the prophecies kicking off. You know, it's so much information going in on the MOTB online. It's ridiculous, from brain chips to implantable chips. So Revelation 14:9 goes into how those who receive that mark, the same is going to drink the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture, and going to be tormented before Yahushua and the angels. So the MOTB and people having it in them is associated with Yahushua coming. So we most definitely at the end. You know, we just waiting on whatever the Spirit, the Lord, going to put on Esau to do to speed up the process. So, you know, stay locked in, stay praying. Shabbat Shalom to us, the Sabbath. And, you know, constantly send your prayers up. So I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone and Toss Truth. Shalom, Akib. Stay strong.